What's up guys, Evasion here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to go over how useful Death from Above can be in a 2v2 situation. As of late, I have been playing it quite a bit, so I thought I'd make a video kind of targeting why I pick DFA and how I use it. Alright, so just before hopping into the examples here, I just want to go over Death from Above. Basically, this is an honor talent that we have, and it has a 30-second cooldown and a 15-yard range. The 15-yard range is truly what makes this ability amazing because it allows people to well, okay, here's the thing right now. A lot of people don't really expect you to play Death from Above, so a lot of people, after they get out of that melee range, like say Arrested Druid, he's going to shift out of bear form, go into travel, and he's going to leap away and think he's fine. And right before he gets out of that 15-yard range, you're going to be able to press Death from Above. Usually you'll get the leap if he actually is going to go for it, and you'll follow him like a really far distance, pretty much emulating as if you were to have a second Shao step. The whole purpose of using this ability is to keep you on the target at times when you would normally be unable to, and that's where the value comes in. Like overall, the damage increase doesn't really matter. The animation takes way too long, and it's not really damage increase, but it does cost 10 less energy than Venom does regularly, so I mean there is that. It kind of counterbalances itself. But mostly we want to use this because when you leap into the air, as I'll show in a second, from the time where you just jump out of the air or jump into the air and then dive back down just before you hit the ground, you're immune to CC. You're not immune to damage, but you're immune to crowd control effects, and that is very good. So anyway, let's hop into these examples, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so these clips are actually going to be from the end of last season, so also if you guys would like to see any more of these clips, I definitely still have them. I kind of want to get moving on to new stuff and moving on to an 8.3 guide, but anyway, hop into this clip here. We got a game against Double Monk, and this is a game where they actually just didn't react appropriately simply because I had DFA. If I didn't have DFA, the way they reacted would have probably worked. But we decided to go for a cheesy like all in on this Mistweaver here. So I get a Mark for Death Kidney out onto this guy, and the Monk's still on sap. We're gonna follow it up with a Hodge here, and the Monk's gonna port right here. So I know that next global he wants to do either a couple things here. He's either gonna Ring of Peace, or he's going to use Paralysis or Leg Sweep or disarm. So right now I'm at 5 call points, and I'm gonna go for it right away, because I thought this Monk would actually probably trinket this, but he got safeguard, so he's going to be okay. And by the time my DFA is going to be coming back down, Hodge should be ending. So you see it ended right there. The Hammer of Justice has fallen off the Mistweaver Monk, and I'm ready to come back down. So if this Monk panics and he goes for a port, he goes for a roll or anything, I'm going to follow him. You'll see next global here on my UI that the Windwalker Monk is going to use this Paralysis. And right there, I'm still immune. But right here on this, if I were to be hit with Paralysis right here where my character's standing, I would be able to be CC'd again, but I was slightly above. But anyway, yeah, now they really don't have any appeals now that I've done that, and we're going to be able to kill this guy. Alright, so here we have a game against Arrested Druid Rogue, and I'm trying to get onto the Druid here with a Shao Step Kidney Shot when he is out of form. It's usually really good if you can avoid using Shao Step to get there, because then you're able to stay on him. But because we have DFA, we're going to be able to do some cool stuff here. And so I cloak the Vortex, I Shao Step Kidney, I blow everything, we get Bark Skin, we got a lot of pressure here. And basically, out of this, the Rogue blinds my Pally, and he's coming over to peel me. And the Druid goes for a Meld Pounce, which was really sick on his part. And I use Human Racial here to get out of the stun. And I know that as soon as he, that global flips around, he's going to hit travel form, and he's going to try to get to that center pillar right here. So he goes for the leap, and right as you see right here, he's about maybe 12 yards or so away from me, about to be at that max DFA range. You can actually see on my bar, since I'm holding shift already, that Death from Above on my 5 keybind is still in range, and I'm going to be smashing that here after I get this Mark for Death combo points. So right here, it's already initiated the animation of Death from Above, and look at how far away he is. So I'm going to follow him all the way to the pillar. And because of that, we get the full growth off that. My Pally bops me because the game is pretty much screwed for them at this point. And we just do some damage, get him kill. Get the kill. Yeah, so that's that game, and we're going to hop into another example. Alright, so here we have a game against Hunter Holy Pally, and this is going to be another quick example of the mobility thing. You won't find this as often useful against paladins because usually it's pretty easy to stay on a paladin. But in this particular case, I have no shadow step for 19 seconds and counting. I get trapped there and I got out of the trap, and then the hunter did a really good job of rooting my escape of the trap. In this particular clip, I actually get AoE'd out by the hunter though, because this root effect is, well, not only a root and red effect, but it makes you have a less chance to hit your abilities, so it's really, really important to use freedom on that, as a side note. And so right here, I get another sweet DFA where the Pally's already totally gone. He's at max DFA range, and we're going to be able to follow him all the way to the pillar. Alright, here we have another quick example of countering Ring of Peace with it. I get a really clean kidney here onto this druid, and we go for cheesy all in. You know, once in a while we decide to do it. It's fun. We can get a lot of pressure going this way, especially with the druid having no hots currently and having to deal with a lot of pressure. We get the full blind on the monk too because he has Relentless, so he cannot escape it. And he disarms me as soon as I come out of that and goes to the Ring of Peace. Call for my Pally to bot me, and I go for the DFA as soon as disarm fell off there. Could have had that bop a little quicker. But nonetheless, I still had Shadow Step, so even if the druid got away from me again after that, because of DFA, you know, he was totally caught and really, really hard for him to recover. I just wanted to highlight something from this clip. This is kind of an old clip from actually back in December, but this rogue, also being a rogue, really knows when DFA is CCable again, so I just wanted to show that off real quick. So I immediately go for DFA. He blinds my Pally, I believe. No blind on the Pally. Okay, so I go for DFA out of kidney shot, and he's got evasion up here, so I mean, I'm not even going to hit the spell, but as soon as I get down to the ground again, you'll see the exact moment when I'm able to be CC'd, because he hits me with it right on time, right there. And it was like, there's still a slight amount of the animation left when that happens, but it's as soon as your character like touches the ground again, you're able to be CC'd again, so you have to be mindful of that. So that's why timing is important if you're trying to use it this way. Also, if I run this back real quick, you'll notice that I actually go to sap off of my blind here. It would be half DR, but you'll notice when I hit vanish, it doesn't work. And that's, I think, because, I don't actually know this 100% for sure, but that's because I got CC'd before the DFA animation could finish, and it actually bugs out vanish. I don't really know how to fix this bug. It usually just resolves itself after like 15 to 20 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually when DFA comes off cooldown. That would be interesting. But something to be aware of for sure. It does happen, and hopefully that gets fixed in an upcoming patch. Well guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give the video a like, comment, subscribe for more. Shout out to my patrons, and be sure to check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/evasionx. I haven't been streaming very often as of late, but I look to stream a lot more this season, doing PvP and whichever else. Also, I'll be still playing a little bit of Classic. I have been playing, it's called my Perdition's Blade, which I'm pretty excited for. So I'll be definitely farming a lot. I'm trying to do Blackwing Lair prep stuff, so if you guys are interested in that too, drop me a comment. And until next time guys, have a good day.